Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m., wide awake for no reason? You lie there in the dark wondering, why can't I sleep? Is my body broken? Here's the truth. You're not alone, and it's not just getting old. This mysterious wake-up call happens to millions, and science and ancient wisdom agree. It's trying to tell you something. Your body might be reacting to fading sleep hormones, aging joints, or even hidden stress. But there's another layer. Buddhist monks call 3-5 a.m. the sacred hour, when the universe's energy peaks and the line between our world and the spiritual realm blurs. For centuries, they've woken at this time to pray, meditate, and listen to whispers of wisdom. So what's really happening? Is it your biology changing, a spiritual nudge, or both? By the end of this, you'll see those early hours in a whole new way, not as a curse but as a clue. Let's uncover the 5 surprising reasons your body and soul wake up at 3 a.m. and what they want you to do about it. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that guides us into restful sleep. This decline often peaks around 3 a.m., leaving many older adults wide awake when the world is still. It's not a failure, it's a natural shift. Your brain, no longer anchored by the same hormonal tides of youth, gently nudges you toward wakefulness. But there's more here than biology. In Buddhist teachings, 3 a.m. is known as the sacred hour, a time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds grows thin. Monks and sages have long risen at this time to meditate, believing the universe's energy is most accessible. Waking now might be your body's chemistry changing, and your spirit's invitation to connect with something greater. Imagine Harold, a 72-year-old who blamed himself for his 3 a.m. alertness until he learned about melatonin. He dimmed his lights, avoided screens, and took evening walks. Over time, he stopped resenting his wakefulness and began using it to reflect or pray. His frustration turned into curiosity, a shift that science supports but spirituality deepens. If melatonin's dip wakes you, don't fight it. Sit up, breathe deeply, and imagine your thoughts as leaves floating down a stream. You're not trying to sleep, you're giving your mind space to wander. Over time, this practice can turn frustration into a strange kind of gift, a daily meeting with your deepest self. Aging often shifts our internal clock forward, a phenomenon called advanced sleep phase. You might fall asleep at 9 p.m., only to wake at 3 a.m., fully rested, but out of sync with the sun. This isn't broken sleep, it's your body adapting to a quieter, slower pace of life. Yet Buddhist philosophy sees this early waking as a call to align with the universe's rhythm. Charles, a retired 68-year-old, once panicked about his 3 a.m. alertness until he realized his sleep wasn't wrong. It was simply earlier. He adjusted by reading in warm light after dinner or calling his daughter before bed, stretching his wakefulness gently toward dawn. Meanwhile, monks use this time to meditate, believing 1 minute of pre-dawn stillness equals an hour of daytime practice. Science confirms that meditation at this hour reduces anxiety and sharpens intuition. Your advanced sleep phase isn't just biology. It could be a doorway to clarity. If you wake early, try this. Brew a mug of warm water. Hold it in both hands, close your eyes, and think of one word for the day. Peace, courage, joy. Sip slowly, letting that word sink into your bones. You're not just hydrating, you're programming your subconscious. Physical discomfort, a stiff joint, a full bladder, or medication side effects often disrupt sleep. These aren't mere annoyances. They're reminders to care for your aging body with kindness. Eleanor, 76, noticed her 3 a.m. bathroom trips weren't random. They were linked to a medication's timing. With her doctor's help, she adjusted her routine, adding mindful sips of warm water before bed, a ritual monks use to purify both body and spirit. Pain or restlessness at this hour can also be a nudge to listen inward. Buddhist teachings encourage using this stillness to ask, what does my body need? A warm compress, a gentler evening meal, or perhaps like Gloria, an 80-year-old widow, you might journal your pre-dawn thoughts, finding solace in words that daylight distracts from silence. Physical wake-ups aren't failures, they're prompts to tend to your body and soul. If pain wakes you, try this. Walk outside, even just your porch, and stand barefoot for 2 minutes. No grass, tile, or concrete works. Breathe in the cool air and imagine stress draining into the ground. You're not just stretching your legs, you're letting the earth recharge you. Daily routines quietly shape our sleep. Retirees like Walter, 74, often slip into earlier dinners and quieter evenings, signaling the brain to wind down sooner. But without the structure of work or family chaos, the body's rhythm can drift too far forward. Walter fixed this by adding afternoon walks and brighter evening lights, gently resetting his clock. Buddhist practices take this further. Drinking warm water with intention, for example, isn't just about hydration. It's a ritual to cleanse negativity and set the day's tone. Similarly, stepping outside at 3 a.m. to breathe the cool, still air rich in what yogis call prana or life force grounds you in nature's rhythm. Science agrees. Morning light and fresh air reset circadian rhythms, but spirituality infuses these acts with meaning. What feels like a disrupted habit can become a sacred routine. Keep a notebook by your bed. When you wake, write one sentence of gratitude. It can be tiny. I'm thankful for the smell of rain. Don't overthink it. Let it flow. Over time, this list becomes a love letter to your life. The quiet of 3 a.m. often stirs emotions. Daylight muffles loneliness, nostalgia, or unresolved worries. For older adults whose social circles may have shrunk, this hour can feel achingly empty. Yet Buddhist teachings reframe this loneliness as fertile ground for growth. Gloria, who lost her husband, began writing letters to friends during these hours, transforming her solitude into connection. Monks view pre-dawn wakefulness as a time to cultivate gratitude, whispering affirmations, like "I am grateful for this life," to align with abundance. Science shows gratitude rewires the brain for positivity, but spirituality turns it into a bridge between the human and the divine. Your 3 a.m. thoughts aren't random. They're echoes of a life lived deeply, asking to be honored. If worries wake you, ask, "What's here to teach me?" Then step outside. Look at the stars. Buddhists see them as ancestors' whispers, and breathe. You don't need answers, just openness. Waking at 3 a.m. isn't a problem to fix. It's a conversation to join. Your body's changes, melatonin dips, shifting rhythms, physical signals, are natural chapters of aging. But woven into them is an invitation to sit in silence, sip warm water with purpose, breathe the pre-dawn air, or write down your heart's whispers. Science explains the how, but spirituality reveals the why. This hour is a gift, a chance to align with your body's wisdom and the universe's quiet magic. Whether you meditate, adjust your habits, or simply gaze at the stars, remember, you're not just waking up, you're awakening to a deeper understanding of life's rhythms. Tonight, if you wake at 3 a.m., try one thing from this video. Sit in silence, sip warm water, stand barefoot under the sky, then come back here and share your story. How did it feel? Did a memory surface? A moment of peace? Your words might light the way for someone else lost in the dark. The next time 3 a.m. finds you, meet it not with frustration, but with curiosity. Your body and the universe are speaking. It's time to listen.